Welcome to this 25-minute stretch workout. It's all lying. You can stay on your back, but you will need your Pilates band, your latex band with you. So have that handy. I'm going to start by bringing the right ankle over the top of the left knee, and we're just gently going to mobilize that right ankle joint. So we're going to circle the foot in one direction, warming up, mobilizing the right ankle. And then when you're ready, you can change direction, circling that right foot with it over the left knee in the opposite direction. Gently warming up, mobilizing, circling the foot. So keeping that right foot over the left ankle. We're going to take the arms wide in line with the shoulders, and we're gently going to allow the left knee and that right leg to go over to the left-hand side. So we're going to stretch here through the outside of the right glutes, right hip, maybe into the right side of the lower back, turning the head to look down the right arm so you can see that right hand, getting a full stretch, full twist down that right-hand side of the body, and then slowly bringing the legs back to center, circling again that right foot, keeping it over the left knee, continuing to mobilize, warm up that right ankle, changing direction, a few more circles with the leg in this position, and then floating that right foot back down onto the mat, bringing the left ankle over the top of the right knee, circling that left foot this time in one direction, mobilizing, warming up the left ankle. And then when you're ready, you can think about changing direction. Take that left foot, circling it in the opposite direction, keeping that left ankle relaxed on the right knee, right thigh. A few more circles with the legs in this position. And then gently, we're going to take the knees over to the right-hand side, turning the head to look down the left arm, getting that full stretch down the left-hand side of the body, trying to keep that right knee pointing upwards. So we're opening up through that hip. So stretching the outside of the left hip, outside of the left glutes, down the left-hand side of the body, wherever's tight on this left-hand side. Few more breaths here. And then gently bringing the knees back to center, keeping that left ankle over top of the right knee. Few more circles of the foot, getting that mobility, that warmth into that left ankle. And then we're going to bring that left foot back down onto the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together. Gently allow the knees to relax out to either side. So we're opening up in the hips, trying not to let the back overarch, trying not to let the pelvis tilt forward. So if you do feel anything in the lower back, belly buttons in, slide the rib cage down, making sure you are strong and stable and secure in between the ribs and the hips. Few more breaths here. Relaxing those knees out to the side. And then when you're ready, belly button pulls in, bring the knees back to center. We're gently going to bring that right ankle over the top of the left knee again. And we're going to think about lifting the left foot off the mat, drawing the legs up towards the body. So think left knee in the direction of the left shoulder. Arms, hands can take hold of either the back of the left thigh, front of the left shin, shoulders relaxed, head relaxed. Gently drawing that left knee in towards the body, keeping that right knee out to the right-hand side, getting a deep stretch into the right hip, right glutes, piriformis in particular. Breathing relaxed, sides and back of the rib cage, softening the lower back towards the mat, and getting that deep stretch into that right hip. Few more breaths here. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Even that lower back softening towards the mat, and then floating that left foot back down onto the mat, changing legs. So left ankle over the top of the right knee. Slide the hands around the back of the right thigh or front of the right shin, keeping that left knee out to the left hand side, gently tilting the pelvis, softening the lower back towards the mat. Shoulders relax, getting a deep stretch into the left hand side of the hips, left glutes, piriformis, shoulders relax, gently stretching out the left hip. And then when you're ready, we're going to think about floating that right foot back down onto the mat, bringing that left foot back down onto the mat, having the feet hip distance apart, ankles, knees, hips aligned. And then we're going to bring our right ankle back over the left knee, keeping that right knee out to the right hand side, gently twisting. So the left knee comes over to the left hand side. You can turn the head to look down the right arm. Again, twisting, stretching. So getting a deeper stretch into the right glutes, right side of the body, getting that full twist, turning the head to look down the right arm towards the right hand, breathing into the sides and the back of the ribcage. So shoulders relax. If you can think about bringing the left hand on the right knee and gently, very gently, increasing that twist, getting that rotation through the right side of the back, and then belly button pulls in, slowly come back to center, right foot back down onto the mat, left ankle over the top of the right knee, and then twisting over to the right hand side. Turn the head to look down the left arm, try and keep the left shoulder blade in contact with the mat. If you wish, you can bring that right hand on the left knee, gently, very gently, increasing that twist, increasing that rotation, maybe getting a deeper stretch into the left-hand side of the body. One side may feel tighter than the other. Few breaths here, breathing into the sides and the back of the rib cage, relaxing into the stretch. Really try and allow the right knee to relax into the floor, the mat. Gently with that right hand, see if you can increase that stretch again on that left knee. Gently, one side may feel tighter than the other. Breathing, relaxed. And then when you're ready, in your own time, you can think about belly button pulling in, slowly, very gently bringing the knees, legs back to center, and taking hold of your Pilates band, latex band, bringing it round the ball of the right foot. We're going to think about stretching the hamstrings. So straightening the right leg up, getting that length through the back of the right leg, making sure you've got the elbows relaxed on the mat, 90 degrees at that elbows, because we're going to try and keep the arms in the same position as we lower the right leg down towards the floor, gently bringing it back up. And while we've got the leg lengthened, we're going to think about taking it back to those ankle circles, foot circles. So we're going to make sure we've got plenty of resistance in the band, keeping the leg where it is, just moving that right foot in the band, circling the right foot at the right ankle, making sure the hip doesn't move, knee doesn't move, keeping the length through the back of the right leg, circling. Make sure you're taking the foot out to the right, pointing it, taking it to the left, flexing it, getting all that range of movement. When you're ready, change direction, getting as much range of movement through that ankle as possible, isolating that right ankle joint, keeping the right leg as still as possible. Just a few more rotations of this right foot in the band, keeping the shoulders relaxed, keeping the elbows 90 degrees, trying to isolate that ankle joint. And then when you're ready, we're going to think about a bit more length through the back of that right leg. See if you can draw it up a bit further, stretching into the hamstrings. Try and keep the pelvis neutral. Try not to soften the lower back into the mat. Try and keep that natural curve, and then bending the right knee in towards the body. We're changing legs. So float that left foot off the mat. Bring the band round the ball of the left foot. and then straightening, lengthening through the back of that left leg. Keeping the pelvis neutral, keeping the natural curve through the lower back. Gently going to lower that left leg down towards the mat, flexing the foot, drawing it back up, making sure the stretch through the hamstring. We're not tucking the tailbone under. We're not pushing the lower back into the floor. And then when you're ready, we're going to think about circling that left foot in the band, isolating that left ankle joint. So try and keep the left leg as still as possible. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Try and keep the elbows bent at 90 degrees. Try and take that foot to the inside, point, take it to the outside, flex, and then changing direction. Try and make that circle as big as possible with the foot in the band, trying to keep the left leg still, trying to isolate that left ankle joint, shoulders relaxed, trying to make that circle as big as possible, even though we've got the resistance of the band. Lowering that left leg down towards the mat, trying to get a bit more length through the back of that left leg, deepen the stretch into the hamstrings, pelvis neutral, natural curve through the lower back, shoulders relaxed. A few more breaths here. You think, flex that left foot back towards you, assisting with the band, push that left heel up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, deepen that stretch in that left hamstring, across the left knee, into the left calf, breathing into the sides and the back of the rib cage. And then the last few breaths, lengthening through the back of that left leg, pushing that left heel up and then bending that left knee in towards the body, releasing the band. Going to move the band back towards the right foot once again. So band around the ball of the right foot, lengthening that right leg up towards in. You're going to think about some dynamic hamstring stretches this time. So we've got those elbows relaxed on the mat, 90 degrees. Slide, if you wish, the left leg long, but make sure we're going to keep the pelvis neutral, natural curve through the lower back. And then you can inhale, point the toe as the right leg drops towards the floor. Exhale, bring that right leg back up. So notice the arms aren't moving. We're keeping that 90 degrees at the elbows. Inhale, point through that right foot and lower. Exhale, flex through the right leg as you lift. Pelvis stays where it is. Natural curve through the lower back stays where it is. We're moving at the right hip. We're moving at the right ankle, maintaining that strength and stability through the center. But hopefully, each time we bring that right leg up a little bit further, we're getting deeper stretch into the back of that right thigh. Few breaths here, and then bending that right knee in towards the body, releasing the band, drawing the left foot in, bringing the band around the ball of the left leg, left foot this time, straightening the left leg up, lengthening through the back of that left thigh, straightening the right leg long, making sure you've got the hips pointing straight up, pelvis neutral, natural curve through the lower back, 90 degrees at the arms, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, point and lower. Exhale, flex and lift. Inhale, point through that left foot, lower the left leg down just before it touches the floor, flex that left foot, bring it back up, get that length through the back of that left thigh. Again, hopefully each time the leg comes up, we're getting a little bit more of a stretch through the back of that left leg, keeping the pelvis neutral, natural curve through the lower back. So again, the left hip's moving, the left ankle's moving, the rest of the body is attempting to be as strong and as stable as possible. Shoulders relaxed, rib cage sliding down, natural curve through the lower back. Pelvis stays where it is as we deepen the stretch through the back of that left leg. A few more breaths here, and then bending the left knee in towards the body, releasing the band, draw both knees into the chest, Shoulders relaxed, softening the lower back towards the mat, tilting the pelvis. Having a few breaths here, having some well-earned rest after those deep stretches into the hamstrings. If you wish, you can gently rock the knees side to side. If you wish, gently turn the head side to side, gently massaging through the lower back, floating the feet back down onto the mat. Taking hold of your band once again, bringing it around the ball of the right foot. We're going to straighten that right leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to think about some rotation again through the right side of the body. So straighten the left leg long, both ends of the band in the left hand, so the opposite hand to the leg, right arms wide, gently using the band to support the leg on the next exhalation. Slowly bring the right leg across the body, allowing the right side of the hip to lift off the mat, getting that twist, getting that rotation, getting that stretch down the right side of the lower back, turning the head to look down the right arm, keeping the right shoulder blade in contact with the mat. On each exhalation, using the band to support the leg. Don't let the leg hang in the air. Gently bring that hip round, that leg round a little bit further if you can. Flex the foot back towards you. Keep that length through the back of the right leg. Slowly bringing the right leg back to center. Both ends of the band in the right hand this time. Left arm wide. Slide that left foot up so you got the left knee bent. And then the right leg goes out to the right hand side. Left knee out to the left hand side. Keeping the hips pointing straight up towards the ceiling, using the band to support that right leg. Flex that right foot back towards you if you can. Push through that right heel. Hopefully this time getting a stretch on the inside of the right thigh, maybe across the right knee. Gently on each exhalation, using the band to support the leg. Allow that right leg to go a little bit further, but keep the hips level. Try not to let the pelvis twist. Use that left knee to almost counterbalance the right leg. Hips point straight up. And then on the next exhalation, slowly bring that right leg back to center. Changing legs, band round the ball of the left foot. We're going to do the rotation through the left-hand side of the body and then stretch the adductors on that left leg. So straightening that left leg up towards the ceiling. Both ends of the band into the right hand, left arm wide. Straightening that right leg long. And then on the next exhalation, gently bring that left leg across the body. Turn the head to look down the left arm. Keep the left shoulder blade in contact with the mat. Flex that left foot back towards you, keeping that length through the back of the left leg. And on each exhalation, using the band to support the left leg, gently bring that left leg across the body. On each exhalation, if you can, a little bit further range of movement, deepening that stretch through the left hip, left hand side of the back. Few more breaths. And then when you're ready, on the next exhalation, pull the belly button in towards the spine. Support that left leg with the band. Slowly bring the leg back to center. Slide the right foot up, right foot flat on the floor, right knee bent. Both ends of the band to the left hand. Gently take the right knee out to the right hand side. Left leg out to the left hand side. Supporting that left leg with the band. Plenty of resistance in the band. Stretching on the inside of that left thigh. Shoulders relaxed. Breathing into the sides and the back of the rib cage. Slowly, gently allow that left leg to go a little bit further. Stretching the inside of that left thigh. Keeping the hips pointing up towards the ceiling. So use that right knee to counterbalance the weight of that left leg. Don't let the pelvis twist. Don't let it tilt. Hip bones point straight up. On the next exhalation, slowly come back to center, releasing the band. And then gently hugging the knees into the chest. Going to have a few moments rest here, getting some more mobility through the lower back. So with the knees hugged in, you can gently rock them side to side. If you wish, you can gently add in turning the head side to side. So when the knees go out to the right, turn the head to the left. When the knees go out to the left, turn the head to the right. Gently tilting the pelvis, softening the lower back into the mat, breathing into the sides and the back of the rib cage. So really thinking about allowing the body to relax, the shoulders, the neck, the back of the head, the spine, the lower back, the pelvis into the mat. And then we're floating the feet back down on to the floor. We're gently going to roll ourselves over onto one side. We're going to take hold of our band. You're going to come to a seated position with the legs long. So you want the band round the balls of both feet. And now I know I said it was all lying on your back, but we're going to change it up here. So the band's around the ball of both feet, legs are long. We're sat nice and tall on the sit bones. Pelvis is neutral, spine is neutral to begin with. We want plenty of resistance in the band because we're going to use the band to create not only flexion through the back, engagement of the abdominal muscles as well, but also length through the spine. So on the exhalation, we're rolling off of our sit bones, so tilting the pelvis, tailbones pointing towards the heels of the feet. Inhaling here, exhale. Keep that roundness you've created through the spine as you go back forwards over the thighs. So now you're lengthening through the hamstrings, back of the legs. Keep that roundness you create through the spine as you then roll off the sit bones, taking the spine a little bit further towards the mat, towards the floor. Keeping that roundness, go back forwards over the thighs. If you want a bit more resistance in the band, make the band a little bit shorter. Keeping that roundness, keeping the chin off the chest. Roll back a little bit further, keeping the roundness, go back forwards over the thighs, flex the feet, toes back towards you, so getting length through the hamstrings, through the calves, keeping that roundness, shoulders relaxed as you roll a little bit further back towards the mat. Inhale there, exhale, keeping the belly button pulled in, go back forwards over the thighs, and then we're going a little bit further. So hopefully on each exhalation as you roll over the sit bones, getting a little bit closer towards the mat, shoulders relaxing, working those abdominal muscles hard as you get to that end point, belly buttons in, keep the rib cage sliding down, belly button pulled in, lengthen through the back of the thighs as you go back forwards over those, keeping that roundness, go back a little bit further towards the mat. So we're using the band to support the body, to maintain that roundness through the spine, to assist on our way back up. So we rolled all the way back down onto the mat. Inhale, chin tucks in. Exhale, belly button pulls in. Slide the rib cage down. Use the arms, use the band to bring the upper body off of the mat. Keep rounding, 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 rounding as you go back forwards over the thighs. Inhale here. Keep that roundness if you can. Shorten the band if you need a bit more resistance to assist on the way back down, on the way back up. Roll all the way back down onto the mat. Inhale, tuck the chin in, length through the back of the neck. Chin stays off of the chest. Rib cage slides down. Shoulders lift. Use the arms, use the band if you need to bring yourselves all the way up off the mat. Hopefully get a bit more length through the spine, a bit more length through the hamstring, get a little bit closer towards the thighs. Exhale, shoulders relax. Roll yourselves all the way back down onto the mat. Inhale, chin tucks in. Exhale, belly buttons in, rib cage slides down. Use the band, use the arms. Keep that roundness or create that roundness as you peel yourselves away from the mat, going forwards over the thighs. Flex feet, toes back towards you, length through the back of the legs. Releasing the band. Going to gently bend the knees, feet flat on the mat. Go forwards over the thighs. You can have the fingertips on the front of the shins. You can have the hands around the back of the thighs, whichever works for you. Having a rest here, taking a few breaths. Breathing into the sides and the back of the rib cage, keeping those shoulders relaxed. Trying to get a bit more roundness on the next exhalation. Restack the spine one vertebra at a time. Bring yourselves to a seated position, legs crossed, sitting nice and tall. Thank you all very much. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the class. See you next time.